A very good morning to all. In our previous video, I explained you the concept of upthrust or buoyant force, and we discussed about the property which is known as buoyancy, and due to this property, liquid has a tendency to exert an upward force on the object which is wholly or partially immersed in it. Okay, so now in today's video, uh, we are going to discuss some of the characteristics properties of upthrust or the buoyant force. Okay, so first point here is larger the volume of the body submerged in a fluid, greater is the upthrust. So in our previous video only I discussed you the two factors on which the buoyant force depend, and the very first factor was volume. So if a body is submerged, or if a body is placed in a liquid, the force acting on a body depends on its volume. Now if I consider a ship and a nail, whose volume is greater? Ship volume is greater. Okay, so if I'm placing here a ship and a nail, so now look, the volume of the ship and volume of the nail is simply a pointed size, and ship is having a broad base, therefore its volume is large, its volume is less. Okay, so it will experience more upward force and it will experience very less upward force, due to which it floats on liquid and it sinks in liquid. Is that clear? Then the second point here is for same volume, means if the substance have same volume inside the liquid, then it depends on the density of fluid. If the density of fluid is more will be the upthrust. If I compare a ship floating in seawater and river water, we know seawater is saline in nature because of the dissolved salt and minerals, and due to which its density is more than that of river water. So if a ship is floating in river water, since we are having a same ship and having a same volume, so if the same ship is just floating in river water, it will experience less upthrust or less upward force. Why is it so? Because river water is less denser, okay, in comparison to seawater. Therefore the ships are like they float very easily in seawater, because since seawater is more denser because of the dissolved salts and minerals, therefore it experiences more upthrust or more upward buoyant force. And the last is the upthrust acts on the body in upward direction. Sorry, it's not direct, it's direction. I have already told you in upward direction always it acts. For example, if this is a body, okay, and we know body exerts a downward force because every body has its own weight, no? So weight, if we are placing a body in a liquid, so it will experience a downward force. लिक्विड को क्या मिलेगा, कौन सा फोर्स? डाउनवर्ड फोर्स लगेगा लिक्विड पे. क्यों? किसके कारण? वेट ऑफ द बॉडी के कारण. ठीक है, और ये जो बॉडी है इसको एक अपवर्ड फोर्स मिलेगा, किसके कारण? लिक्विड के कारण. ठीक है, तो ये जो वेट आप कंसीडर कर रहे हैं, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट वेट वी डायरेक्टली टॉक अबाउट gravity. Yes, exactly. So we can say that upthrust force is acting at a point which is known as center of buoyancy. Okay, the upward force will act at center of buoyancy, whereas this opposite force or the weight of the liquid will act at center of gravity. Now let us discuss condition of floating and sinking. Okay, so this will be the next topic that we are about to discuss, that is condition of floating and sinking, how a body floats in a liquid or how a body sinks in a liquid. We know that floating and sinking depends upon the density or the mass of both liquid and the object. Now if I say, let us consider an object. Okay, so in object, what is the main important factor that is responsible for making the object either to float or to sink? What is the factor? The molecular arrangement of that particular object. Here, look at this figure. Sorry. Look at this figure. Here, look at the arrangement of molecule. It seems to be very tightly packed, or the molecules are very close to each other. Okay, but if I compare it with this figure, we have seen in this, in comparison to this one, the molecules are far apart from each other. Okay, the molecules are not densely packed, therefore we can consider it as a dense substance, and this is less denser than that of this. Okay, so if I'm going to place it in a liquid and this also in a liquid, now since this body is more denser, this body has more mass, therefore it will sink. And why it will sink? If the body is more denser than that of liquid, भाई लिक्विड के पास भी डेंसिटी होगी, बट जिस बॉडी को हम लिक्विड में डाल रहे हैं, अगर उस बॉडी का डेंसिटी या मास लिक्विड के डेंसिटी से ज़्यादा है, then only it will sink, and if it is not, it will float. So many times we consider that most of the solid substance whose molecular arrangement is very packed, those which are very compact in shape and size, they usually sink in a liquid, whereas the others float. Now look at, this is solid ball, okay, this is one vegetable, this is coin. So now the arrangement of molecule in this solid ball, coin and vegetable, they are very tightly, like they are heavy, therefore this sinks in a normal fluid or a normal water. Okay, but if I talk about balloon or ball which is filled with simply a plastic ball, I can say, so the molecular arrangement in that particular object is not too dense, therefore it floats. So we can say flotation and sinking of a substance depend upon the density of both object and fluid. Now let me explain you how the object or float or sink. Now if I say this is a body which is inside a liquid, it will be having a certain weight, and due to which it will exert a downward force. And this is the liquid. We know the liquid has a property of buoyancy, therefore liquid will exert upward force, which is known as buoyant force. If upward force is greater than weight, if ये वाला force ज़्यादा है then downward, then the body will float. Either if it is greater or it is equal, both the conditions are there. Either if it is greater than, upward force is greater, or if it is equal. Now when upward force is greater, okay, then the body floats partially, like half of the body is submerged and half of the body floats. Okay, but if it is equal, they will float, but with whole of it submerged inside the liquid. Okay, now in next condition, what can be? If upward force is less than the weight, if upward force is less than the weight, that means if upward force acting on a body is less than weight, means if weight is greater than the buoyant force, then in such condition what we will have that body will sink in the liquid, because the upward force which it is experiencing is not greater enough or is not large enough to overcome the weight of the liquid, therefore it will sink. Now hope it is clear to you all with the concept of weight and buoyant force, how the body floats or sink. Okay, now tomorrow we will have written notes or the PDF of this particular explanation. Thank you.